Okay, so, hey, a little bit of badass butterfly wisdom. So, today is one of these days is the first quarter moon, and there's an interesting kind of lineup between the moon, the sun, Saturn, Venus, Mars, and Chiron. That's not really important for this video. What's important is that there is a bit of upheaval. Well, what I mean is this alignment of the planets is making for emotional upheaval. And this can come out in many different ways. But because of Venus because of all of these planets and the way they're aligned, what's happening is there's an emphasis on relationships. So, what we might be finding over the next 2 or 3 days is that it's challenging in our relationships, and maybe there's something that causes us to like there's an incident that happens and causes us to fight or fall apart or break apart or attempt to break apart. And as I was studying this moon phase, one of the kind of things that keeps coming forth is about taking the high road. And I wanted to make this video not about the moon phase, but really about what it means to take the high road and to question whether the high road should actually be taken. So, in my opinion, relationships are there for us to love one another and to expand our understanding of loving one another. So, relationships are mirrors of ourselves. And in my opinion, when something is going really well in a relationship, that's a mirror of something going really well inside of me. And when something is going wrong in a relationship, that's a mirror of something going wrong inside of me. And the idea of taking the high road comes in as an opportunity to, well, this is where my issue is with taking the high road. Because in order to take the high road, you have to be in a position where you think you're right. And the issue is that if relationships are a mirror of what's going on inside of us, how can we be right? And therefore, how can we honestly be taking the high road? Because sometimes when we're taking the high road, it kind of seems like taking the low road. So let me try to explain where I'm coming from. And hey, please feel free to write comments, you know, on this video and give me your opinion. I am not stating this stuff as if I'm an expert and I know it to be true. I'm talking about things from my perspective and from my experience, and I'm working this stuff out with you in this video. I need to make that the disclaimer with Badass Butterfly's wisdom, because it's not like this wisdom is all-knowing wisdom. It's more about the wisdom of sitting down and being willing to do the work to figure shit out, okay? So with this idea of taking the high road, what I see happening is someone has their perspective, and this is what I've experienced. Again, it's my perspective. But it seems like in the times when I've taken the high road, I've gone and I've worked things out. I'm really good at sitting down and being objective. You know, I was raised to be told that I'm wrong all the time, like I'm always at fault. So I have that knee-jerk reaction that says, oh, I did wrong, right? So that's always my first thing, like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. So I'm pretty good at seeing myself in that light of you did wrong, even when there are times when I shouldn't be seeing myself in that light. And the point is that I'm kind of good at, you know, being wrong. So in the times when I've taken the high road, it's usually because I've thought about somebody's having a shower upstairs. My God, it's so loud. It's usually because I've thought about the situation from both sides. I also have that personality, and this is a thing that annoys people. I see everybody's point, and it's really hard for me to have an opinion, which is why I'm such a bore. It's like, don't you have an opinion? Like, not really. I kind of see both sides, and I could take either person's perspective. I totally get everybody. You know, I do have a few opinions, but they're not really all that interesting, to be honest with you. They're just not. So, anyway, going on. So when I've taken the high road, I've done a lot of work to see where I'm wrong and where I'm right. And when I finally make a decision and I say that I'm right, then is the time to take the high road. Now, when I'm wrong, it's not about taking the high road, it's about apologizing. That's just the fucking only road. There's no high road or low road. If I'm wrong, I have to apologize, you know? And I'm good at apologizing because I'm accustomed to being wrong. I've had lots of practice. I'm not this person who always has her facts straight. That's why you see me making disclaimers all the time before I make a video. Like, here's my disclaimer. This is just my opinion. There's no fact in here. It's just all fiction. It's just all me making up shit. Joking, but not joking, in that, like, when I'm wrong, it's not about taking the high road. It's about just going in and saying, look, I was wrong. The thing is, when I'm right, there's like the little kid in me that's like, I'm right. I know I'm right. You know, hyper little kid who's kind of like really is excited about being right for a change and really wants to let everybody know. And for that little kid, it is important to take the high road, which in that case, I would say that the high road is finding some humility and calming down, you know, like, take it easy, kid. It's all right. You know, it's not worth all that excitement that you're putting into it. However, as the adult me becomes right, or is, you know, put in a situation of being in the right, the thing I'm questioning is what it means to be an adult, to be in the right, and to take the high road. Now, some people would say that taking the high road is about, you know, having maybe some humility. I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to not stoop, not argue, not get petty, not involve myself, you know, not resort to certain behaviors, not letting my emotions rule my actions. You know, there's a certain level of keeping things under control when taking the high road. The thing is, sometimes a situation needs us to get down and dirty. And that is one of the things that I'm exploring right now, because I feel like the high road is almost a little bit, okay, condescending is what I want to say, but the other thing is a bit above it all. Look, when I take the high road, there's a sense within myself that I'm leaving this third dimensional plane and I'm going to sit up on a high horse. And sometimes I feel like I could be right. And sometimes it feels like taking the high road means getting down and dirty with somebody who's, for example, someone who's being manipulative, someone who's being, I want to say, someone who's fighting dirty, someone who's being passive aggressive, someone who's doing the silent treatment. To me, that's all passive aggressive, inappropriate behavior. And to me, taking the high road with that is almost like letting someone get away with something that is dishonorable. And I feel like that shit should be called out. This is what I'm exploring, you know? It's like, there's a part of me that wants to say, why do I always have to take the high road, you know? Like, oh, I want to be, why do I always have to take the high road? Why do we always have to take the high road? Sometimes I like fighting. I'm an air sign, but I'm a scrappy little so-and-so. I like to fight. I do. I like to like tussle. And this is the thing, and I think this is the real reason why I'm making this video, is because sometimes I don't want to take the high road. Sometimes I just want to fight. And I want to have my friends be able to fight with me. I want us to be able to go toe to toe, head to head, and you know, to get down and dirty and to wipe off when we're done, to wipe off all the dirt and to be able to like look at one another and see one another and hug one another and say, thank you, I needed that. You know, it's kind of like, you know, like when you have a great, I don't know, I've had some really great boyfriends and we have a really good time when we get, you know, like, you know, we get home, we're in sweatpants and we start wrestling on the bed or we're wrestling on the floor. And it's fun. It's fun to wrestle. It's fun to play and to get aggressive even. And to know that I have a partner that can handle my aggression is a real turn on for me, you know? It's a real turn on. It feels good. It lets me be who I am, which makes me feel more sexy, more strong. It keeps me stimulated. Sometimes all this, I have to take the high road shit is like, come on, drop it. Just let's go at it. And then like, let's get it out. I don't think that that has to be mean-spirited, right? I don't think that, you know, like getting scrappy doesn't have to be mean. I don't have to bite off your finger. I might bite you. Not enough to draw blood. Okay, that's really all I have to say about taking the high road. I think, and don't get me wrong, there are times to take the high road, but not all the time. Like, you know, this is the thing. With my close friends, I do not want to have to take the high road. I don't want to take the high road with my best friends. I shouldn't have to take the high road with them. We're on the same fucking path, man. Why do I have to take the high road with my friends? My friends better feel like they can come up to me and say what they have to say. And even if they are really emotional, and even if they have pent up anger, that's my friend. I gotta give her or him space to vent what they have to say. I have to. They gotta give me space to say what I gotta say too. It's when you can't, it's when you don't have the space to like give to one another, or it's one-sided. Oh, you get to say what you have to say, but you don't have the space or the capacity to listen to me when I have to say something. That's not okay to me. I've been blessed with some really good friends where we can go toe to toe. But I've also got some friends where I'm kind of like, y'all are not going to let me be authentically me. Therefore, we cannot be friends, you know? I got to be able to say what I got to say. You got to be able to say what you got to say and not have to try to, like, you know, perfect your words. If you got to perfect it, what I got to do, like, I don't know. You're going to be trying to perfect your words, and I'm going to be all scrappy. I'm going to be like, you know, a Tasmanian devil, like, bah, bah. And you're going to be all dignified, like, Crystalline, I need you to calm down. I need you to hear me. Like, no, don't expect me to calm down when I'm not calm. If you're going to wait for me to calm down, you're going to be waiting for Godot. Because I could be hot about this, like, forever. Okay, I really think that's all I have to say. And you know, I mean, again, I respect the high road, and there's a time and place for it. There's also a time and a place for being scrappy, for being authentic to wherever you are right now and letting your emotions go. And my God, we all need the space to let our emotions go wild. When you have friends that can allow you to do that and can hold space for your crappy, wild ass shit, those are some good friends. Embrace those bitches, because they are some good friends, you know, to let you be authentically you, to let you be sloppy and to still be loving you. And when your sloppiness is too much, like, because you just sloppy all the time and you can't, like, especially when you can't hold space for other people, that your friends will tell you that you're not holding space and they're going to help you get correct. Thank them. Thank them, and then thank God. Thank God for them. All right, that's enough. I gotta go write my moon reports. All right, signing off, wishing you a blessed day. Bye for now.